before. Have you?
Watch and learn.
Robbie, you know candidates aren't allowed to have bigger hair than the host.
I do, and in fact, it's been my mantra all along that I was not going to use my ability to grow hair against any other candidates or the host himself.
I hear you're quite the foodie.
I am, and actually a lot of people know me for my history with nonprofits in town, in particular with the community garden. One of the things I'm approached about a lot is that I don't appear like the typical agricultural gardener. But my real allure is that I'm an insane foodie. I'm the biggest foodie in Simi. And my draw to the garden was in order to grow fresh food that I could cook with. My kids have taken into cooking, and I'll tell you, you'll find no bigger advocate for bringing great restaurants into Simi Valley than me.
You're running for mayor, which is quite a feat. And what challenged you to enter the race?
Well, I've been involved in the community for a very long time, and in an intimate way. I'm a resident for 33 years. I have 4 kids who've come through Simi Unified, 2 of them who are still in high school. And in between all my nonprofit projects, I'm actively engaged at City Council. I'm sure our mayor will tell you he sees my face and my name comes up essentially all the time. And we've really come to a point where we're confronting some incredible challenges with COVID. And I felt that it was time for me to step up. It's a little easier to get up and get engaged than to be down below trying to get policy done in 3-minute sound bites.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
With your busy schedule, you actually tour as a musician.
We've done small tours here and there. I think the farthest we've gone out is about Colorado. The band's been on hiatus for about a year or so we really haven't had much time to do that.
You entered the race for mayor, and what inspired you to take that plunge?
I guess I could say many things kind of inspired me. But at the heart of it all, like my friends and I, we talked about it for a while as a like kind of a joke, but like a half-hearted attempt at like, oh, maybe we should all get involved sort of thing. So it started, I was like, oh, hey, like it'd be cool to have a fresh perspective. We should all run for office, ha ha ha. So I started thinking about it. Being in the underground, like punk rock scene and ska scene in Simi, we kind of got to see like some of the underground things. Like, oh, hey, like this would be a cool thing to like help out with the city. Just seeing a bunch of like the homeless people just come to shows and friends who are struggling with drug addiction and things of the sort. I just thought that Simi could do a slightly better job about helping all those people. So I thought I can get involved and have a fresh perspective on things.
Joe, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, I appreciate that.
Now, you were a news director, is that correct?
Yeah, I was a TV news director up until about 10 years ago. I was elected to full-time office in my union then, and so I don't do that anymore. But for the 30-something years prior to that, I worked my way up from small market to eventually landing here in Los Angeles.
It's quite an accomplishment.
Well, it was a hard slog, but my wife has stuck with me for all these years, and she's been one of my inspirations to keep going. And we both tried to do well for ourselves. So I'm a professional, and I think this is something that I wanted to accomplish, and I try and accomplish the goals that I set out to.
Now, what's inspiring you to run for mayor?
I think that municipal elections are overlooked a lot in how important they are, and I feel that people should take an active role in their community. As a citizen of Simi Valley, as a person who's lived here for over a decade, I feel that it's important to be active and to try and make good change in the community. So. My leadership background, I think, gives me the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to help Simi move into the future.
Social distancing infraction. Bring out the sticks.
Robert, I heard you're a cancer survivor. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it's true. I'm a cancer survivor. Cancer-free 10 years now. Cured 10 years, glory be to God. Wasn't airway cancer, throat cancer, but in my airway. And never smoked or anything, was an athlete, I just got it. And once I saw my oncologist and he decided he would cure me, I took on that mentality of, all right, you're gonna cure me, and I'm gonna have that attitude, like, it's not gonna beat me. I went to work every day. I respected it, but I didn't give it too much respect, just about like a common cold. And I asked the people around me too, like, to have that attitude, you know, to get through it, you know.
And that drive is what made you decide to run for mayor.
That drive is part of it, yes, absolutely, because having seen COVID right now and people kind of not knowing what to expect, and that's fear. And we should just do the same thing, like respect it, but don't give it too much respect. Follow the guidelines, but in our hearts, like deep inside, know that we're gonna be okay. Simi Valley's gonna be okay, our family's gonna be okay, your family's gonna be okay, you know, we're gonna beat it, you know.
Candidates, you all did a fantastic job. I have here a rose for the winner of the competition. And the winner is